The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 45. You get the Nasdaq off 21. S&Ps are down 7. We have gold up by 520 at 12.56. Silver's up 18 cents, $18.36. You get the platinum market. That really caught a bid, man. I hope Carlos is still long there, man. Holy cow. Up 16 bucks, $1,025 an ounce.
Sure.
You get oil down 39 cents, $54 even a barrel. Notes, the 10-year note up 11 ticks, 125.12. 30-year bond up 30 ticks, 152.24. Both the note and bond market, bottom line, man, the last 2 days, the volume has been huge. They want higher price. King dollar down 58 ticks, which isn't bad. It was down like 300 ticks earlier.
Okay.
Trading at 100.995. You get the euro at 105. The yen is at 112.39. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You can hit the banner on the top of the side. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. And you can see how these defined option contracts trade. And volatility out here today. We're gonna have it in spades.
We're down 40. We were down, probably 80 at the open.
That's right.
There. The futures were around there for a while this morning since I was up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Europe down big.
Yes. You want to pull up?
I went all in. That's the bottom line.
Go right now?
Hey, listen, man, and this is unusual, folks. Okay, bottom line, as Tiger J's saying in the den, great ride on a day like this in the Nadex platform, and this is really unusual. I don't go in like this.
Yeah, just that you can see. I mean, you have an $850, 40, 30, somewhere $830 position to initiate.
Right. That I can lose all. Because that's my point.
Yes, right. Exactly.
Right.
Where right now, and just to go over it, so you're trading the NASDAQ 100, the top of the box is 53.10.
Right.
And right now we're at 53.13. So you have 14 contracts.
Right.
Each one being worth $300 if it expires at max value at 52.80, right?
That's correct.
Right. So, that's a potential $4,200.
And I think it can go there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Of
course it can. I would say that's
and I'll show you
easy, but I mean you're risking $850, so you should be getting a $3,200 value or 40. You know what I mean?
Right,
even a decent amount of the time, just because you are going to lose that $800. Some of the time, I agree. Some of the time as well. So you need to be making that.
Most of the time, when I go with that, folks, okay, when I go into the over the box, what I normally do is that I don't mind risking a couple hundred to make $600 or $800. You know what I'm saying? Right. Now the reason that I'm going in like this.
I think just mentally, even from
yes,
you're going to lose $200. Like you're going to lose it all some of the time, and losing $1,000
is different. Yeah, exactly.
Accepting the fact that you're just going to get wiped out for that $1,000.
Right.
But that's what's great. You understand it. You see the risk reward at least.
Right.
And yeah, you're going to have some volatility. We were joking almost as we came on before the market because 14 contracts, you're talking about $140 per NASDAQ 100 point.
Exactly. Which I love.
Right.
Either way, it's where I say, hey.
I mean, you're talking about 23 points up and now 13 points down, and look at this downdraft that we're getting. When we came on the show, the positional value was about 450, and the profit loss was about 350, 370, somewhere in there.
Right.
So yeah, and let's see. So the trade time, now that's going to show your last trade time.
Right.
So
it started at...
go ahead, what time?
I scaled into this. So it started at the bottom end of the scale, and I'll show you. So
just real quick before it's your average price is
53.03.
53.03, right? So you to get your cost, you're going, because you're selling them, you're going from the top of the box, just because per contract. Let's figure out what you're paying here, right? You're paying let's call it
$7.
Six, yeah,
$6.40
or something like that.
Right.
Which is per contract for $300 of max value.
Right. Now, if we can you just bring up the Bloomberg for a second? Because I'll show you what I'm looking for, folks, okay? NQH7. So what you had here is that you first off, you had the lows out here today of 53.01.
Okay.
And I believe the box I have is
53.10 to 52.80.
Yeah. Okay. So watch this.
So that low is 10 points down into. Go ahead. Yeah.
Right. My take on this is that these NQs are actually going to go down a good. We're down 20. That's 40. You can get down about 80 today. And where I'm going with this, okay, is
sure. No, I don't laugh. I mean,
is the aspect.
I read your newsletter too, but I mean, we've just gone up so much. It wouldn't surprise me to get one big pullback someday. And guess what? Then we can just trickle up again tomorrow. No big deal. But
no doubt. And where I'm going with this, folks, this is where it's coming from, is that you don't get Europe trading down, like the DAX is down 1.2%, the CAT's down 1%, the FTSE's down 0.5%. The DAX has been down 2%. Okay. You don't get, well, probability-wise, you don't get those kind of moves,
right, yeah.
And we only go down 0.5%. Okay?
Yeah.
Because what has happened is that it's a one world money flow. You know, if you and I were had billions of dollars, well, we wouldn't just keep it in the United States. It's everywhere. Right. Do you know what I mean? So the larger money managers are everywhere. You stay right there. Tommy and I are going to be coming right back, folks. Dow right now is down 59. Nasdaq's off 25. S&Ps are down 8. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 62. You get the Nasdaq off 25. S&Ps are down 9. And we're getting some action, man.
Yeah, right. Dow was just, what did it bounce back to?
It was at 40.
40.
It was at 40 when we started.
Of course it was at 40, your favorite number.
Totally, exactly.
Yeah.
I haven't used that number for a while.
It came in well for you, maybe.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You know, and folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. And when we talk about the Nadex platform, let's talk about the workshop.
Totally.
So, yeah, come on, come to Daddy.
I know you like that market move, right? Totally. Look at that. Yeah, so March 18th, we were just looking. We're going to have an ad. Al, just promoting it. People signing up. Al put together a great visual. I was just watching it before I came to the show. And really, the beautiful visual was just the hotel. So that's, in terms of where it's going to be. Cool. So the Westin Tampa Bay, right by the airport, if you're coming into town. I used to live by that area, beautiful. So March 18th, you're going to be doing 2 workshops. We'll check people in. Continental breakfast, 7:30 till 8:30. Welcoming remarks by Dan Cook of Nadex for 15 minutes till 8:45, and then you're going to do hour and 15-minute workshop 1.
Yes.
Take a short 15-minute break, coffee and tea. Workshop 2, 10:15 to 11:30, and then we'll have closing remarks with question and answer. And then kind of a 45-minute break, whether people take some time, relax. It's going to be a long morning with 2.5 hours of classes in there. And then we'll do a Tiger Lunch and Rooftop Social, 12:30 to 2:30. Kind of have a nice lunch buffet, socialize, hang out. So March 18th, that's going to be here before we know it, man. It's amazing. We're flying through February.
I was thinking about this morning.
It really is.
Yeah, there's no doubt. So it's all free, folks. That's also the Nadex is sponsoring it. So you want a great workshop, and what you're going to get out of this. I mean, if you've read my book, The Art of Time in the Trade, you know that I do the same thing over and over again. Some of the things are subtle, but most of it is black and white.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the more that you get to understand it, you can decide for yourself whether it's good for you. That's what it really comes down to. Do you know what I mean? But it's consistent. I can tell you that. So check it out on the front page of TFNN.
Everyone that goes is going to get an autographed copy of the book, too.
Yes.
Because that's what you'll be stressing, those important things you talk about in that book,
right.
for sure.
I'm going to be signing quite a few books before I get there,
We're
right?
going to get you going. Cause,
right,
we're going to have a good amount of people, and you don't want to be signing all those books that day because you're going to be doing 2.5 hours of education on top of it.
It's a good thing. I like it. So if we take a look at inside the market, what's moving the market out here, let's go to the Dow Industrials first. So the... do it that way. We like it that way. Look at that. Oh, look at Goldman Sachs. Interesting.
When you got a big price stock that's down, that's going to, really bring down that Dow.
So the largest downdraft, most points at this point, is Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs taking it down 24 points. You get IBM taking it down 11, Caterpillar 11, JP Morgan. Look at these financials are getting hit. This is going to get interesting. Bringing it up, you get Boeing, you get Nike. Let's go over to Goldman Sachs for a second and see if we got any volume coming in. And this is going to be all about the interest rates. Yeah, that's nothing. Still at highs. As
right.
Yeah,
I hear
exactly.
You. We were just at 160.
Right.
6 months ago.
JP Morgan. Take a look at JP Morgan. Same thing. That's they seem
They're all
like
up 50%.
Yeah, right. So
in 6 months.
No big deal. Let's go over the NDX 100. So what's bringing it up? You got INCY, that's up 5.5%. Intuit is up 4.7. NetEase is up 2. And then it drops off pretty dramatically.
Yeah.
Bringing it down is that Baidu. Baidu's down 3.7%. You get that BioMolin down 2.2. TripAdvisor's down 1.9. And Micron Tech 1.8. Really, that's not any damage either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right. No, nothing too substantial.
No, it's not. Inside the, let's go to the GDX. The GDX, man, this has been pretty intense watching this shake out. And what I mean, Tom, is that, yesterday you had gold up dramatically, right?
Yes.
And the GDX had a hard time holding price.
Okay.
Holding higher price. Now, I love what's happening with it today. And this is what it is, folks. It's not as to how it's trading into yesterday. It's how it's trading into the 24.59. That's the number you want to watch, folks. And what 24.59 is that's the high of Wednesday, because that's where, if we get that rejection, which is beautiful, it's right there. Is that that's 20?
Yep, that's it.
That's what you want to look at, because that's going to say, hey, I'm not going down any further. I want to go up. The gold contract itself has the juice, and what we also have here is this, is that the correlation inside the yen. We go over to the yen for a second. The yen got much stronger last night. We're at 112.28, and it's like, okay, your swing point's 111.63. If we bring that correlation and go to the Nikkei, and the reason you go to the Nikkei is that, when the yen gets stronger, the Nikkei can't stand it,
Sure.
which makes sense,
Sure.
And what you have with the Nikkei, that also, couldn't get to higher price. It wasn't bad, but it still couldn't get to higher price. So that brings the probability also higher that if, in fact, by a miracle, we stay down into the close today, that there'll be more selling pressure Sunday night as Asia opens up. So it's going to be wild watching it. Now, the bond, look at that bond go again.
Yeah.
Bond is moving big.
Big moves, yeah.
Big time, and so the battle lines are set up. And these battle lines, folks, you're talking about huge. Look at this. This is almost hard to comprehend. I'm trying to figure out, are these central banks buying the bonds? And because what does happen is this, folks, okay? Not only just our central bank, has bought, they're at $4 trillion, right?
Okay.
Central banks around the world put money to work.
Sure.
And this, when you look at these volumes, on Wednesday we did 2.6 million contracts. Yesterday we did 3.3.
Yeah.
That, I've seen it before, but it's very unusual.
Right.
But we've talked a million times about when you look at that world rate. Okay, so let's say it's central bank in France or Germany. It's like, okay, hell, you're talking about 0.9%. Well, you want to go get a yield of 2.3?
Right.
You just buy U.S. bonds.
Yeah.
U.S. notes. And when you look at the 2-year, it gets really weird.
Yeah.
Then
you go into the negative category
you
in those
do.
countries.
And look at the difference. Now look at how much money you and I could make if we just take, if you go from Germany, which is minus almost 1%, and then shift that and put it into the U.S. and you make 1.1.
That's assuming all other things stay equal.
It is.
Which is not.
No.
Because currencies.
Because it's the currency.
Right,
No,
exactly.
it's the currency. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. Bottom line is that, I suspect the volatility is going to, get pretty heavy out here.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of people making that trade. It could be a
Oh,
great,
oh,
it could be a great trade.
and I'm sure
I'm just saying
there's-
that's the reason why. That's the risk. It's not guaranteed like
the way-
arbitrage. Just there's risk in terms of
there's
taking one
huge
currency,
risk. Oh, no, there's
right,
huge risk.
investing it in another, then you're getting paid in those dividends, and then you got to pay back in another currency.
Well, the risk is that it's just like this. I mean, I'm thinking the dollar wants to get down to 96, okay? That means the euro is going to go up. That would mean that if you did that trade, guess what? You still can lose money because the dollar's going down. You're a European investor. I just gave you euros. You got to give euros back.
Sure.
It's like, okay, you made the money in dollars, but guess what? By the time you convert it back,
You got it, man.
And that's why those,
That's the whole deal.
that's why those currency accounts at Everbank are so important.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Darrell Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 65, Nasdaq's off 22, S&Ps are down 8. And if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, folks, great time to do it. And remember, you can come over, you bring up the exchange, they'll put $25,000 of paper money into their account. And I know we continually say that, they put the money into your account, but you want to, before you put real money, folks, you want to understand how these contracts trade, because there's a lot of different contracts. And you want to get comfortable with whatever you want to get comfortable with, meaning whether you're trading currencies, whether you're trading the commodities, or the indices.
Sure. And, the binaries, the spreads, we love the spreads especially.
Right.
And when you're trading those, just like this, you want to be aware of what the common premium might be priced in there, right? So when you pull up, you go into the spreads, you go to the NASDAQ 100, you go into, like, the dailies. I think you're trading the 30-point ones. Yep, there's yours right here.
I was, because also, and this is what you're going to get used to, what had happened is that the NDX, had already moved quite a bit. You know what I mean? So
sure.
It was like I had to go with the ones that started at 8 o'clock this morning.
Sure.
So they took, when they brought up the spread.
To get a spread with the risk reward you wanted.
That I wanted, right.
Right. And you can see, so the indicative, the NASDAQ 100, is trading about 5313.5. And right now, the spread you're in is trading at about 53.05 by 53.0567.
Right. And I'm at 53.034.
Yeah, 53.04 basically.
Right.
So you want to just get used to how they trade. How fast is that going to move? Where if the indicative price is going to move 2 points, right? How much of action? You're not going to get 2 points of move in this just yet.
Right.
Right. You know what I mean? But as that gets to the middle of that, which would be 52.95. That's where it's going to be moving point for point.
Right.
And it's going to go to the other side to 52.80. That's the kind of stuff you should definitely get used to.
Exactly.
Make sure you're familiar so that as you kind of have a market expectation, make sure you're just putting the right trade on so that when it does what you expect, that these spreads react how you expect.
Yes.
Right?
And that statement there is probably the most important part of all of them.
Because you might think when's going to happen, I mean, you could have been shorted 53.23, you shorted in this spread, but guess what? You were just coming looking for like a bounce maybe back to this high. well, that's only like 2 points below the spread.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You're
Exactly.
barely, if you get that big
Right.
move, you have to realize if you're ever going that far out of the money, you know, those types of scenarios.
Right. The let's go take a look at some of the higher volume stocks in this market. Bank of America's down 37 cents. You got J.C. Penney. So we're going to get back to that. Look at this thing. That's down 10%, 61 cents. Now this is, we were talking about the malls yesterday. This is going to be intense.
They're shutting down a lot of stores, right?
I think I
saw a headline. Go
yeah,
ahead.
it's like 120 or 160, 140. 140 stores. So
you never go low, man. You went low. 120 stores. No, it's 140. Yeah.
JCPenney plans to shut as many as 140 stores and trim thousands of jobs to become the latest department store chain to make the move. And a world of lower mall traffic and fierce online competition. This is intense, man.
So that's the next. Just the next one's even the closing rate. So it's 14% of the company's store base.
Yeah.
And less than 5% of the total sales, though. So there you go. I mean, that's a huge chunk to chop off and just close those stores. But it's remarkable that you can have such a large segment of their stores, 15% of them, failing so hard compared to the other stores.
I think they probably listened to that Davidowitz on Bloomberg the other day, because that, to me, the common sense of that was when he explained that Staples took in $22 billion a year, $11 billion was online, but they didn't shut down enough stores, so they're still losing money.
Okay,
it was like, that was such a heads up. It was like, oh my God.
Right.
I think all of us, I think all of us have had in our lifetime. I've definitely had it, that if you don't cut your expenses quick enough, it doesn't matter how much money you make. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You're making money here and losing money here. It's like all that matters is that how much money you have at the end of the day.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's a situation.
6,000 jobs, and they're saying they should, and this is the company. So whether this is true or not, have enough employees that would take the early retirement. More workers are expected to take that offer, but guess what? That's what the company's going to say no matter what.
They always say that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So it's unfortunate. Right. We'll see what.
877-927-6648. The market's hanging there, man. It's hanging tough.
Yeah.
Let's go inside the XAU, the HUI, XAU out here. Okay, so the XAU's trading. Oh, I like what's happening here too. Okay, so what we're doing here, folks, the XAU is up 72 cents, but what we're doing, we're going against Wednesday, and it's rejecting that lower price in there. And Wednesday was a nice, downdraft that rejected price and has some decent support. It made the support because it came down so hard,
Sure.
Now, what I'd like to see is that I'd like to see the aspect that this XAU by the end of the day is closing up into the good 91 area, which is a long way from where we are right now, 70 cents. So we're already up 71.
Yeah.
Because what we do have is that the metals themselves are definitely going. And when I was talking with our man Mike from Somerville.
Okay.
He called, and all of us that are in the Nugget, and he was in the J Nug, are saying, wow, this is interesting. Gold went so great, but yet the equities were getting sold off yesterday. You know what I mean? So it was like, okay, how's this going to shake out?
Yeah.
And what I was talking about, folks, is that if in fact there's a real large downdraft, what we have to be worried about is that, the metal could go, but if they're selling all the equities, those equities can go down.
For sure. No, they're going to come. There's going to be the force. That's one variable that's definitely going to be contributing to what they're doing.
Right. Pretty wild.
So tonight, 3 o'clock, you got an awesome show coming up.
Yeah.
The final hour of the week with Chris Gaffney,
Chris Gaffney, that's right, folks.
President of Everbank World Markets.
Yep.
So I know you were talking with Chris this week. You guys have a bunch of good stuff mapped out.
We do.
Talking about different stuff going on and just some of the methodologies they use building kind of some of these products and so forth.
Which is going to be great to understand.
I'm going to be listening.
No, and that's what we're going to talk about, folks, is that they have a lot of these different products. And it's like, okay, how do you build the product? Because most of the products they have, you never can lose money because that's how they build them. So it's like, wow, this is
you
pretty.
have upside potential with no risk.
Right. So your risk is the opportunity risk, right? That you can go make 2% or 4%
whatever that guaranteed
in something
number
else.
is,
right.
And it's not 4%.
Right. No, it's not 4% these days. No, it's not even close. Let's go to Lou in Nashua. Hey, Lou, what's going on?
Hey, just hanging out.
Yeah?
Watching the snow melt.
Yeah,
well, watching the snow melt.
What's the temperature in Nashua? Is it above 60 degrees?
Oh, it's about 60, 61.
Yeah, they're getting some awesome weather today. That's awesome.
Yeah, nice.
That is amazing.
It was 68 when I was driving in here, man.
And it's February.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
That Kangamangas Highway, man. Did you guys get a lot of snow this year?
Well, not too much.
Not too much. Okay. All right.
No, not too bad. Nothing like a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Well, February's not over yet.
Yeah.
And they're saying in the den, it's still snowing in Denver.
Hey, you stay right there, okay? Tommy and I come right back.
Oh, hang on.
Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow right now is down 47. You get the Nasdaq off 20. S&Ps are down 6.5. We're going to be right back, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking about our man Lou from Nashua, and we're going to be talking about the Nugget, N-U-G-T. So, Lou, are you long the Nugget right now? Are you looking to get in? What are we doing?
Right now, I was in. I sold it at 1306, and we're just waiting for a lower price, and I don't know when to get in.
1306. That's a beautiful thing, man. You don't have to call us. I'm gonna start calling you, man. So let's take a look at the Nugget. The Nugget, folks, is the direction daily 3 times bull position in the New York ARCA index. So if we go over to the GDX, we take a look at the GDX. The GDX right now is traded at 24.56. This is what it trades off of. We go back to the Nugget. I mean, these are day trading vehicles anyway. I would 1170. I'd get in right here. I mean, this can go to 1173, but you can put a stop under 1163, give it 20 cents, and 1228 is game out here for today.
Oh yeah.
So, you can keep it that tight. I mean, I suspect that this, we're going to be volatile all day long.
Yeah, I see that.
And each and every day, there's no doubt, folks, that the market has made it all the way back. Now, let me just take a look at Europe. You got to keep your eye on Europe, too, because if Europe, Europe's still down. We said, you got, let's see. So
10:45.
It's 10:45. Europe's going to close in another hour. And if the DAX stays down a 1.5%, we are not going to be down 0.2%. That's your probability.
Right.
So there'll be some sorting of portfolios here. So. And you got, I believe that Trump is speaking right now,
Yeah, he is.
So we'll see where that shakes out. But there's enough out here. You come into a Friday, gold is holding, silver's holding. Let's go look at the silver market. For SI, is that a K? I think we're on K. Well, it's interesting that, it's pushing it up to May. We're at 1840, and that swing point up there, that's 1894. I mean, that's eaten through a huge amount of that downdraft. Over $1.
Yeah. Quite a run this year from 16 to 1840.
I know. Yeah. So I think you can get your suntan lotion on so you don't get burnt up with all that good sun up in Nashua.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, totally, man. Cooking, brother.
Thank you.
Okay. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Let's go over to take a look at my NQs there. So I'm like 10 points out of the money right now. You're at 53.18. Now, see, this is what I like here, too. The last time that had any volume was 53.15. Okay?
That's right at the open.
On the 10-minute, right? Then we're going into the downdraft from yesterday. Then you get up to 53.24, and, it was a nice expansion up there. We come down to 53.08, and your volume expanded somewhat, nothing heavy. It's going to be this bar right here that's going to tell us, okay, is it actually going to make it back to the highs? Or are we going to consolidate out here? And right now, if I just look at this as the aspect of what has to get tested, the 53.08 from that bar should get at least tested before the day's over. We're 11 points higher than that right now.
Yeah, we've gotten a little boost, but it's 10:45.
Oh yeah. This is the boostable boost, 10:45. Let's go to the IBB and see what's happening with the IBB. So the IBB, this is pretty cool. So what happened yesterday, folks, is this. The IBB went lower, but it didn't have enough volume and a rejected price. Now watch what's happening today. This is really cool, Tom. We've done 632,000 shares already, and yesterday we only did 948. That's what I needed.
That's big.
That is saying. So watch this, folks. Let me see if we can find some of these trades. No, you can't. They're doing $1,000, $1,700 a time. What I was looking for.
Sure, huge trades.
Yeah, when I could do an AQR on the Bloomberg, and it gives me all the block trades. But guess what? They're not. Well, even I guess 700 at a time at 287 is big money too. But
no, I hear you.
I was looking for something even bigger.
Right,
Do you know
some
what I mean?
massive trades.
Yeah, So, no doubt, let's go take a look at ABX. So ABX, okay, that's good. Barrick, still in that ABC structure on the way up. Newmont was the culprit 2 days ago, and Newmont's grabbing something back. I still like to see more volume in Newmont. Gold Corp's an ABC structure on the way up. That hasn't rejected lower price yet. Rangel Resources is the leader out here once again. Just look at the way that Rangel trades is crazy. I mean, look at this. $67 December, 95 today.
Yeah.
Right?
Some amazing runs in the last few months.
Oh,
across the board.
Huge.
Yeah.
Absolutely huge. Come. Let's go.
Down 50 in the Dow. We'll see what happens.
It's going to be a long day.
I know.
It's not.
You're going to be rooting hard. I can tell.
It's not a long day. It's like anything else. You know what I mean? I'm comfortable with the trade.
Right. Yeah. I know you have to be when you
you're
putting
that much at
above
risk.
the market. Right. You're out of the money. As in, it stays where it is, you lose everything.
That's
so
right.
You just go in with that attitude. That's
and that'd be
important.
very unusual.
We don't want that. Right?
No. And you know what does happen here too, folks, just so you understand, if I get one downdraft, I'll be able to take half of that off. And depending on how that downdraft came in, if it did.
Right, and how early is it?
Early.
Is there still premium left in there? Because if you get a nice downdraft and there's still premium, you can get some movement in there.
Exactly.
If you get some movement later in the day, you're not going to get as good of a bid offer, right?
No, because later in the day, I need this down 15 or 14 and a half points right now just to break even.
Right.
Right. I don't need that now because we're still at, we're probably at...
there's probably still 5.
Yeah.
Pull it up. Yeah, there's now 3 to 350 priced in there, even though you're 7, it's more than 10 points away from where the current market is, to put it in perspective.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and...
Hey, we'll see. We were just up there.
And did you hear this statistic, folks? This is crazy. I heard, so this morning, the Dow Industrials, this is the largest streak since 1987.
10 in a row, is that what it is?
Yeah, 10 days in a row.
Yeah.
That's
10 in a row of anything is remarkable when you get to the statistical odds of consecutive occurrences. As in, even if you're a 90% favorite to be positive that day, 10 times in a row being a 90% favorite, you're going to not have that happen one day. It's just remarkable when you start building streaks like that.
Right.
The odds.
Well, what's wild is that's after the Patriots had won. Bring
it back to the Patriots.
Yeah, because there was a statistical guy in Vegas, and he was saying to people, well, it's no big deal because they have scored that many points in this many games. It just happens that, guess what? They did it at the end of the game.
Yeah. No, right.
Wild.
Right.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now is down 54. Nasdaq's off 17. S&P's off 6.5.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest live programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 9 hours a day starting at 8 a.m. as John Logan kicks us off each trading day with the Global Market Pulse. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Mondays and Fridays, catch live trading on the Nadex platform with host Tom and Tommy O'Brien, along with Darrell Martin on the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts, and keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN, educating investors. Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, don't forget, all the program at TFNN, get right on your cell phone. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we start live programming 8 o'clock in the morning, 5 in the afternoon. Tuesday, Thursday, 7 in the morning to 6 in the afternoon. Go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Going to get some great HD quality video as well as audio. And if you haven't heard our men, Nico and Paige, it's a great show.
Yeah,
you know,
Tuesdays and Thursdays,
Tuesdays
7
and Thursdays, 7 o'clock. You know, you want to stay healthy.
Guest this week.
Yeah.
They're great. And Nico has, his newsletter, Health Signals,
yes,
and of course Primal Edge, which we've both taken.
And it's so important to stay healthy, folks.
Totally.
Okay, you know, we're all too busy.
You have more energy. You make good decisions. You're out and you're active.
Yeah.
Right. No,
and
for sure.
And I'm learning so much from that program, man. I was really psyched.
Yeah.
They had this Dr. Minkoff on.
I haven't watched this week's yet, but I'm going to watch it this weekend.
It's pretty
of course,
cool.
We have the archives.
Yeah.
You can get it on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You can get it, right in the channels within Tiger TV.
Right.
Definitely.
And what he was talking about is that the aspect of, when you're getting rid of things in your system, poisons in your system, that you can try to get rid of them and then they can spread. And so his theory is that he tries to lock them up first before he's trying to get the cells out.
Okay.
So it was really cool just understanding, what the theory is, So
cool.
And we all, there's no doubt we all take it where you want to take it.
I usually watch it during the week, right? I'll pull it up even, and then when I don't, it's a great program to catch during the weekend.
No, it is. It is. Because that's just pure education.
Totally.
So market-wise out here, of course, we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. Then we're going to swim lessons. Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. We'll see. Even though I think they're going to be volatile, this thing is not doing anything. It's just
downtown.
It's just laying here.
Downtown.
Maybe it's laying here for the Chapman Wave. Let's see what this S&P is doing. So the E-minis are down 6. They've been down to 23.49. You're at 23.57 right now.
I mean, it's especially enticing because it's more action than we've gotten in the last 2 to 3 weeks.
There's no doubt.
So if there was a chance, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt.
And we all know that day's coming just from a natural recourse of pulling back from such substantial gains.
Right. So that thing's not. The Bulls and Bears are battling here, man, big time. Because what you do have, there's no doubt, folks, is that on a Friday, you only have to really get this. I'd say that the top line down number has to come down about 80 before you really get some big selling. And as I said when I started the show, I'm expecting this Dow to be down 200 to 300 points.
I heard you. We'll see. Hey,
yeah,
it'll be exciting.
I love it. Be exciting. Oh my God.
Exciting can mean a lot of things. Right?
It can. There's no doubt about that. Let's go back over to the IBB just for a second. Well, actually, because the IBB is still giving it up. Yeah. NVIDIA. That was leading the. Yeah. See, so it's only down 20 cents right now, but it was trading at 95. Let's see what this looks like. That was the open. So they just took everyone to cleaners on the open there. Hey, the SPY. Let's see. You're at 22 million. It's not that much. The small caps, 8 million. Now that's a lot in the small caps. See, the small caps had made a high with 14 million. We already did 8 in an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's volume too.
Yeah, big time. You stay right there, folks. Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. Dow right now down 46, Nasdaq off 15. Don't forget, come on down and visit us March 18th, folks. It's going to be a great workshop. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! And 3 o'clock today, folks, Chris Gaffney.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.